Hey, yo, Trey, they said they want another one.
Alright, here you go. How y'all doing? So we finished the workout. Got some corn, potato, pork chop, little post-workout meal. I got 2 off days. After I do this, throw on a shirt, go to this electrician school, apply to go to the school, and then come back, read. Now I'm gonna text my girlfriend, ask her, hey, trying to do something today. I'll see if Tyson wants to fish or anything, and we'll see. We'll go from there. I gotta get back consistent. I just got them new dumbbells for Christmas. I need to start using them. Now I can do different workout variations that I couldn't do because I didn't have them. Today's gonna be a busy day. I'll catch y'all later. Hello family, so right now, I'm in the parking lot of the electrical school. I'm waiting for my transcript to get sent over. I just went and picked up a money order. That's part of the requirements to apply to the school. It's $25. But they only accept money orders, so I had to go pick that up. The next time they're doing applications is 1 o'clock. It's like 12 right now. So I'm gonna just hang around for a little bit, then go in there. Cause I'm also waiting for Texas Tech to send over my transcript to them. But after I finish eating, cause I went and stopped and got some Whataburger on the way. Some Whataburger on the way from getting the money order, which is just around the corner. And Whataburger just right there up the street. I'm gonna read. I'm gonna continue reading. We Need Your Art. Just while I wait so I can knock out all the stuff that I wanted to do today, so that I'll have the rest of the day free. I'm supposed to be getting a call, but I got me some fries. And I got a barbecue chicken strip sandwich. Those of you who don't know, that's the best way to do it. I told them light barbecue sauce. We'll see if they did that. I hope they did, because I really don't want a lot of barbecue sauce. Bro, Whataburger fries? They never hit for real. I should start saving them all for last all the time. Because I always feel bad in my stomach. Only thing is about this place is it's a good little drive. Hopefully whenever I get in with the contractors, I'll be able to do work closer near my area. If not, I'll be getting paid enough to compensate for the gas. But I hope everybody's having a great day. I hope y'all's new year has been off on the right foot. Everybody's been hope y'all are being productive. Hope y'all are working towards y'all's goals. Because just because it's the new year does not mean you leave your old goals behind. Keep chasing those old goals. I'll catch y'all back when I get home. What's up, family? We're back at it. Getting ready for work right now. Right now it's currently 1:54. As y'all can see, it's 1:54. Your boy is about to continue reading We Need Your Art, because we always do. We always need your art. If you're a creative out there, keep creating. If you're an artist out there, keep making music. If you're a musician, keep making music. If you're a doctor, keep helping patients. If you're a preacher, keep preaching to the people. Guess what? If you're a teacher, keep teaching students. If you're a chef, keep cooking that food. If you're a nail tech, keep doing them nails. If you're a ball player, keep shooting that ball. Keep running them routes. Keep throwing that ball. If you a gymnast, keep throwing them flips. Like, keep doing it all. Like, whatever it is that you do, keep doing it. Keep doing it. Creatives, keep doing it. I can't stress to y'all enough. Hold on. I cannot stress to y'all enough how much we need your art. I'm just going on a little rampage because I just love this book so much. Because it's been teaching me a lot. But I'm going to read it, then give y'all a little recap summary on what I've learned after I finish reading my little segment. So, catch y'all whenever I get there. Oh, let me tell you what I did today. So today I got up this morning. I went and got some breakfast at the donut shop right across the street from my house. It was a cool, chilly morning, so it felt nice walking out there and go and get that. Did some laundry. We had like 3 laundry bins full of clean clothes that we had to sort, that we've been pushing off for a complete week. Just because it's been that kind of week, you know, we've been busy doing stuff every day and we really was just being lazy. We should have did it, but it's done. I did it. I sorted it out. I put all my stuff up, hung up my clothes, and folded up and put my clothes in the drawers. I didn't fold it up. I just kind of put it in there. But, yeah. Other than that, it's been pretty great, you know. It's been good. And then I edited a full video. I have a video cut up, clipped up, edited, put together, ready to go for y'all. So, We've been doing really good. We've been doing great, actually. So I'm proud of myself for that, for being productive today. Woohoo! Confetti everywhere. I know, but we just got to do that every day. You know, we got to be productive every day. Sometimes you don't got to be, though. Let me rephrase that. We have to be more productive more often. We are. I just like to be hard on myself about that, but that's just why I do so much. But be great today. I'm gonna give y'all a summary on the segment that I read today. All right, y'all. I just read roughly like 20-30 pages, and she was basically talking about just like why artists shouldn't be creating to go viral, and why they should be creating vulnerable art, and why you should be creating things that are you, because people are so greedy and so hungry just for like fame, and so hungry for money, and like you want things to happen fast, and people want to always think like, oh, if I just do what works, or if I do what another creator is doing, I'll blow up, or people will see me, or people will feel I will be heard by other people just because I'm creating what other people are making and copy and pasting what other creatives are doing. That's really not the way to go. You want to be as vulnerable as possible. Through your art, let them experience the love, the relationships, the heartbreak, the happiness, the joy, you know, the whole experience of just you. That's my alarm. Let me know I need to go into work. But just let them know just like you're being yourself. That will help others be able to easier resonate with you and what you do just from you being yourself, because then they'll start to see a little bit of themselves in your reality and in your story. And so that'll make them feel more connected to you, which will make your art and your creative form have more longevity because people connect with you rather than they like what you do. You don't want people to just like what you do. You want people to connect with you and be able to like just love what you do and to just love you behind the camera, you know. That was a great segment to leave off on, because that was nice hearing that, because a lot of people do fall into comparison. A lot of people do. Like even me, like even how I blew up on TikTok, I was copying viral videos and trying to recreate them, and it was giving me some traction, but then I burned out because it wasn't. And what she also talked about is whenever you do things to go viral, you burn out because you're really suppressing what you really want to do by doing what everybody wants you to do. But whenever you start to be vulnerable and do what you do and do what's you can do that way more often. You have way more capacity to do those things than to do the things that are viral. Time for me to go into work. Catch y'all in the next one. Peace. I'm back. I just read more of my book and I want to do another recap. I kind of like doing this because as I learn and grow as an artist, y'all can learn and grow with me as artists, or if you're not an artist. All this stuff applies to people in general. So one of the segments that I read was about people pleasing, and it said people pleasers will always struggle to make art because art will always ruffle feathers and it'll never be everyone's taste. Creating things that, you know, are true to you, creating things that are like coming from a place of like you being vulnerable, that causes disapproval of people that you love, that causes disapproval of like the community, society, and stuff like that. There's a wide variety of people who agree that, you know, you should be doing more vulnerable art and like doing things that don't please others. Best art comes from whenever you just making it raw and authentic and just true to you. She talked a little bit about people not creating specific kinds of art that they really want to make just because, you know, they're in their head about looking silly or looking too cringe because of the stuff that they're making, or even just like the idea of just posting your art or posting your creative abilities. People feel that, you know, it may look a little silly to the people who follow them, their friends, their family, stuff like that. The consequence of having those thoughts is you becoming stagnant because you can't grow whenever you're constantly thinking about, you know, the likes of others, you know, how people are gonna view you, or how people are gonna view, you know, what you created, and it'll make it impossible for you to improve as an artist, which kind of combats with your goal as an artist is to grow. You know, and you won't be growing, you won't be improving if you are constantly thinking about the likes of others. You're not really just thinking about whose lens am I looking through when I'm creating this art? Whose lens? Am I looking through the lens of the people that, you know, are not gonna like this, or am I looking through my own lens? And apparently right now I'm looking through my lens. I'm looking through my own lens, literally. But leaving off on that, like I don't see myself falling into those two categories of like feeling like, you know, not posting the type of stuff just because of what people think. Like I've never been the type of person to think like that, nor have I been the type of person to like create specific things just because I know that people will like this specific thing. Like yes, I keep that in the back of my mind, like, you know, I want to make content that people, you know, might like. I'm being considerate whenever I create things. I'm not completely like altering my creative process, altering the creative ideas that I, display solely through the lens of the person who is critiquing me. I've always been the type of person to make whatever I want to do. Like I'm not really trying to go for that, but it does apply to me though, because we need to be constantly reminded, because yes, we are all human. So those thoughts, yes, it has like hit my mind, and yes, sometimes I have almost jumped into, the spot of looking through the lens of somebody else's, or yes, I've had those thoughts of like, oh, this might be a little bit cringe, but I'm gonna do it anyways because I care. I do care about those opinions, but I would be holding myself back. If I don't do what I want to do, I have to live the rest of my life with that regret, knowing that I could have just did what I wanted to do all along. So that's just my output on it. But I gotta go into work. Catch y'all later. We back out fishing. I'm not gonna disclose the name of the park just because I'm not finna tell y'all where I fish at, because I don't want y'all popping up on me. I gatekeep fishing spots. I'm not finna tell y'all none of that. And hopefully we can get a catch today. Y'all saw earlier in the last vlog, we didn't catch a fish. But today I just got off of work. It was a shorter shift today. I worked 9:30 to 2. I wasn't gonna get cut earlier because of labor, but ended up staying a little bit longer. Read a little bit of my book this morning. I didn't get to give y'all the recap in the car. Basically, today's segment was just about the finishing process and finishing and finding a good stopping point whenever you're in your creative process. The 80% rule. Right before you get to that point to where you feel like everything's wrong and everything can be improved is when you need to start and just call it complete. As creatives, perfectionism can take over and try and overthrow your project. Whenever you put those little checkpoints, or you put a little goal or an achievable, a measurable goal, I think I'm gonna start applying that to my life, because why not starting to, it helps you be able to mentally call it done and show the world. That's all you got to do. But let's go ahead and get into these fishing. They say how many, I say two. It ain't enough. I got 2 in here at once. I hope that they don't go to scuffling. I'm like, ooh. Hello. Back around the other end. What is that? That's that gray bird, but what is that? Exactly, those are the birds that took over. Still no luck, y'all. They cut down this little middle area. I don't know if y'all, it's too blown out because it's too bright. I literally have my aperture on 16 right now, but I don't want to sacrifice my shutter speed just for the exposed images and the brightness. So that's why I've been staying in the shadows, but it's way quieter. The HOA was saying that whenever they had that cage and they was catching them, that's what they was trying to catch. Oh, they were. Whenever they had, I thought they were trying to get the ducks though. Remember, because they were saying they had the duck flu. We're not even here worried about the ducks, but the ducks are a part of if we catch or not. Just because of like what's going on in the waters. Like I remember last time whenever they had that duck flu at the Vistas, we couldn't catch no fish because they was killing the fish and the bird. And god dang, this lens is a little bit heavier than what that Sigma was. So it make my arm a little bit more tired, but, or that might not be what it is. I just never used this, I never used the small rig, but I'm sure getting my workout right now holding this camera. There it was. It's like way high up somewhere. Which is crazy because all they're doing is smashing their head into the tree. Y'all, we hear a woodpecker, but we don't know where it's coming from. Oh, that boy got one. What? Yeah, this the spot. This a good spot. Dang, that's what I'm talking about. Show them. The boy smashed him one. No, it's through the cheek. It's not swallowed. It's through the top of his face. Yeah, so I'm looking at it. I'm looking at the hook sticking out the top on your side. But that junk smashed. Yeah, we gotta only spot fish from this spot. This is the spot. That is a small bass. Now that I'm looking at it, like it has a lot more growing to do. All you gotta do is twist. You're gonna have to tear that hole bigger. All you're gonna have to do is twist, and you see that hole that's at the bottom of that? Twist it to the angle it that way, and then snatch that mug that. Dude, you finna fall in the water. You getting your socks wet. Y'all, we found the spot where they at. He got one, we may get another one. Let's see. Yeah, they not biting on me. I'm finna switch off and see. Watch I switch off and immediately get towed up by using the craw. I guess that is what they want right now. Boy, youngin' cold. A youngin' shivering in his timbers. Yeah, I'm gonna give it till 30. It's 23, it's not that much longer. God dang, bro.
Please, please let me get a fish today. Please let me get a fish today. Today, not tomorrow. Today, not tomorrow. Today. Let me get a fish today. Hey, baby. Big fish, bass fish, bluegill. Hey, baby. Let me get a fish today. Hey, baby. We at the pond hollering. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. At the pond. Hit them up. We're about to go to the last spot to see if we can get something. If not, it is what it is. Still got a dub, caught one. But if we do, we in the dough. We in the dough. Then it was a great, great day. Still a great day either way, but it'd be a great, great day if we catch two. Today at work, my manager, he was telling me, he was like, y'all, Trey inspires me. He was like, he's making me want to get out and go do more things. He's making me want to drink a cup of coffee in the afternoon so that I could be able to go out and go do stuff. And I was like, yo, like, ain't no reason you shouldn't be doing a large amount of things in a day that are productive. Cause like I was telling him, like all the stuff that I did in San Antonio when I just went out there this past time, went and visited my girlfriend. Then I was telling him how like I'll read like for 30 minutes before I come into work, and then even sometimes I'll paint throughout the day, I'll fish, I'll, you know, find something to do, I'll edit a YouTube video, I'll make a YouTube video. And he was like, you're just so productive. Like, I don't understand how you have so much time to do all these things in a day. The thing is, why not? What am I wasting my day only to do one thing for, and then using the rest of the day to rest? I don't need to rest right now. Right now we on a grind. And that's the thing, like right now, since it's cool and like it's kind of cold, it's the perfect time for fishing. Like people won't come out here just because it's cold, when really, this is when you're supposed to be fishing. I'll have to look up what the science is behind that. Let me see. Dang, they say fish bite less in cooler water. It's because their metabolism slows down, it makes them sluggish and less active. I did not know that. I thought that it made them want to eat more. I think they do eat in the heat, it's just they need to rest more whenever it's hot. That's why they go to the shade, just because it's too hot. Like it can be hot, but not too hot. But in the cold, like when the water's like cold like it is right now, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that's it. We're gonna call it on that. Off of you getting those two, that's fine. I'm fine with that. I mean, it was a pretty day. He caught a fish, so that's cool. Now it's time to go paint something. Time to go work out and paint. I think I'm gonna hit legs today. I need to. I did arms yesterday. I did chest and biceps yesterday with Cassidy. So now I got legs today. Facts. I wish it would have stayed so I can show them. No facts. That bird look like a quarter. Bird look like them freaking Peeps. Them Peeps marshmallows. I hope y'all enjoyed the little fishing venture. I'll catch y'all at the house. Peace. Start doing those paintings to where I paint outside. But low key, since I got work in the morning, I low key don't want to do that because it's cold. I'm gonna paint here. I changed my mind, but right today we got leg day. I'm gonna figure out what to do with this. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to figure out something. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But stay tuned. So I'm in here looking for my oil pastels because I'm wanting to start doing like sketches wherever I go, and you know, doing like cool little sketches in my little sketchbook. But I wanted to use oil pastels because I wanted to tap into a new medium. Boom, and I found the ones that I'm looking for. them bad boys right there. So I'm gonna get those, and yeah, that's gonna be about it. But this is what I came in here for. I just wanted to document, show y'all that I was in here and I was getting my oil pastel. So yeah, I just got off of work. I'm about to work out, paint for a little bit, and then I also have classes. I just started my first day of classes for this new semester today. My first class opened up today. This is continuing on what we read about yesterday, how a lot of people fall into a trend of starting a project and then starting up a new one just because you wanna, you get another idea and then you just jump to the next thing and you don't fully complete or fully finish, something to put out to the world. And she was saying you need to go ahead and finish that because the art that you create heals somebody else. Just because it doesn't, just because it's not necessarily like healing to you, sometimes it can be. Just because it's not healing to you doesn't mean it's not doing that for somebody else. Or it doesn't mean that it can't do it for you later sometime in the future, Or just as people in general, the things we do in this world, and the things we create ourselves, none of that stuff, like AI cannot compete with that. Anything that's human made has our experiences, our emotion, our vulnerability that's tied and attached to that. Our stories are attached to that. Like, you can't get that anywhere else. Like, that is the true value of art, is that it's just organic, it's authentic, and it's human. 3% of people who actually start to begin a journey, like a clothing brand, they'll start it and then they stop, and it's like, what happened? Like 3% of people who actually start something that they start some sort of journey or start some sort of project. 3% of people actually finish what they do. People are lazy. Like, to be honest, people get lazy, especially they're getting more lazier now just because social media. Like, it sounds so cliche and it sounds so repetitive of me saying that, but it's like, that's really what the reason is. Because you own your phone all the time, and all you do is, like, you're easily influenced by what is on social media. And if somebody else is living a life that you see on social media, of them just chilling, laid back, doing whatever, and they making money, you're going to try and figure out a way for you to live your lazy life and make money. So when it comes to completing tasks and actually, like, acting on those goals, you lack that. You lack those skills. You lack the physical and the mental capacity to do those things because you haven't been practicing it in your daily life. You haven't been practicing it in your daily activities. So that's why you gotta be a part of that 3%. And then she also, there were some points that she made. She said, ask yourself these questions. What is your relationship with finishing? Like, what is your relationship with finishing projects? Is finishing a thing that, you're scared of, or is finishing something to where, like, you get into a mind boggle of being a perfectionist and you thinking that everything could be fixed and everything is not done? Or are you that person that, you can come to a point to where you say, okay, this is finished. I can no longer, I'm satisfied with where this is, and I won't make any more, adjustments to it. Are you that person? Is the way you finish your creative work different from how you finish domestic or regular work tasks? Which goes into what I was saying, the way that you are in your daily activities. It'll affect your, how you are in your creative projects and stuff like that. Just small stuff throughout the day, like whether it's like making, a lot of people don't have to make their beds, but even if it's like making your bed, doing that little simple task and like saying I completed that task, and then going to the next task of like coming together, like planning out a fit for the day. And then, saying, boom, I completed that fit. And then, not thinking of a meal that you want to make or a meal that you want to prepare together. And then, completing that. And then, boom, getting to the point to where I've completed a task, take a picture of it so you can say, boom, that's you signifying, putting that measurable of saying I finished it when I take a picture of it. I don't know. You can just find your own measurables to, help yourself get into that groove of practicing those healthy habits for success. But the third one is, what was your relationship to finishing projects as a child or teenager? Were you somebody that worked hard to finish a project as a kid? Like, what is your relationship with that as a kid? What does it feel like to finish a piece of artwork? Detail, the last time you did. When was the last time you finished a piece of artwork, and how did that feel for you?